EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? 7's Mike. Mike 57. Check, 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 check.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive back.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch the screen. Ball trot. Shady weapon. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare, flare. Go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I smell fear in that offense.
They run. It's Johnson going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Shift. Play it.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. On the return, Jackson. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let him know. Let's go. Let him know.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Forced out to his left. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say, this is what the problem is? Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's the option going left on second down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? The Green with a catch left side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, so they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
48's the mic.
Let's make these babies.
Mixon with a first down carry. Able to fight through one tackle.
Go, run.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Get ready.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run. Kill.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
48's the mic. Check pass.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
All day.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Jackson throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year, and he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title.
57's the mic. Where'd it go? You got nothing today. You got nothing. 57's the mic. It's our time.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here you go, Ken.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, wahoo!
Here you go, 368.
Andy Dalton throwing the out route and complete. That's Green. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Son, you going to see me in your nightmares. Here you go, 93, 52, 93.
So Dalton now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Throwing on second down. Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Regular.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Dalton to his big target, Eifert for the Cincinnati first. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey.
Slam.
Regular.
Watch 36.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Here's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Great pick. Good job. That was great. Good job.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A first update now out of Jacksonville, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hands up! 318!
The 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go.
Hands up!
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. 48's the mic.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Nice.
Hatchet. Tighten up.
Hands up!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They go play action now. Jackson, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he
Jackson, we got him. Carlos Dunlap.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, watch it.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Roberts, complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
70 ending. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Sponge. No.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Exit. Check 99.
Here you go, can. Hey, Delta.
6. My 36. I'll give him.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 3. Check 3. Check
2 by 2. Move.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hands up. Lead.
36 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. He'll have another first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Last stop. Last stop.
Lead.
48 Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Tight right. They go 368. Hands up.
Dalton here from the gun. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
it got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Here you go. 93, 52, 93.
They'll look to throw.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, seam 6. 55. Right there in the middle.
So now Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
All right, here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Dalton wants to throw, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
49, check 80 weapon.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 24. Here you go.
Fresno.
Motion! Nice.
Mike 55. I got him.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. 55 to Mike.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. It's do or die for Dalton. That's caught at the 3. And he won't get in. The defense stops him short. And as a result, they're going to win the football game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,